Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd in a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Florida International Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff in an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So Georgia Tech's offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual. That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So FIU's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short on their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he get there on the ground? Gets into space at the 50. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is... Oh.
And he lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? He'll hand it off. He's stopping right at the 24.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They bring him down after a short gain there. That run sets up an important 4th-down call for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. Makes the first down, but crazy price. Big hit there at the end. And the Yellow Jackets looking to run some tempo here.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab on the move. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll test the right side here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after was good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida International. No chance to catch him.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to create better field position. The coverage team able to bring him down. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The runner takes off to his right. Breaking free at the 35. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there, and the defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense brings him down. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They start the drive giving the ball to the receiver on an end around. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Panthers.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And Kirk, it's FIU with the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the second quarter? Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the tailback's got it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout when they check it out. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes a handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it second and medium. Looks like QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the Yellow Jackets will have to kick it away. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Take it down, but not. First down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Single back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanted to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff to the right side. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. That's a design quarterback keeper.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff to the back. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He's running out of time here. Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick it away. Back out to one for the 4th time today. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team here. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Got the first down, now looking for more. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And now the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down here for this offense.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop. But the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he scores. Touchdown, Panthers. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now they kick up to see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. I say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down. He's back to throw again after they didn't completion on 1st down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll run it here. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Returner tackle right there. That's what they'll start the drive. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida International.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run here, lets it go. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. On first and 10, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Bringing pressure. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in a rhythm. Now you can come back for some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a touchdown, FIU. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And he'll be of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They tackle him about the 14. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Sharp. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Evanson. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. It's a 1st and 10 play. They're going to run it here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. And the beatdown continues.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
71, Georgia Tech, 14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Point after, up and good.
The extra point is good.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
71, Georgia Tech, 21.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
Touchdown, Florida International. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away.
78, Georgia Tech, 21.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the receiver wide open, catches it in stride. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This offense really clicking.
Of course, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
78. Georgia Tech, 28.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll try the right here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Dropping back, it's Evanson. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Here's a handoff on a counter. Tackle, but only after.
The line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And the ball is picked off. Brought down after the takeaway, a big play by the defense to end this quarter. And Kirk gets FIU with the lead here. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards. Nice catch made out of a slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
Offense is going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. And the defense scoops it up. It's a live ball, remember. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to find some room. It's sharp. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. That's going to be incomplete. No flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And looking for a big play here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And tackled after a small pickup there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Now the offense has reached the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll work the clock here with their running game. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible.
Touchdown, FIU, and the route is on.
Chris, you talking about having a day? This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. Throws it to the right. And he's got it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Looking to throw it again. Let's it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Cavazos. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And the Yellow Jackets are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Mark out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass rush closing in, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Launching one to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Running out of time in the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. These big guys up front will have to regroup now at 2nd and 14. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold open.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.